Hello and welcome back to Vintage Story in the Aura Fury server. We now have our little charcoal burner all done. Just kind of break in on the side. They'll redo little bricks a little bit, but you can start scooping out some of this dirt and charcoal. Since it's just a little single layer, it won't be much to do here, but it'll help us with getting some of our stuff done. Inside our workshop here, I had found a little bismuth. I've been trying to do caving, not too successful, but we'll get some of this going because bismuth, you can end up making it into an ingot, and we can also do it into a bronze ingot. And as long as we got a little bit of the sphalerite and stuff to go with it, we can put in a little bit of each and make this bismuth bronze. So we have a decent amount of copper, and then we can add in our other bits, and that will make the bismuth bronze ingots. We got 500 here. Start getting warmed up and then get some of our charcoal. So basically, if I wanted to get some lanterns from the regular just bismuth, it's about the only thing you can do with it. It's pretty, so that's what I've managed to do, is make some few ingots here so that I can get some more stuff for caving and whatnot. On the outside, still trying to do more caving, just being unsuccessful. I found some copper that was near the surface, but there's this soyvite, whatever, and there we go. We got the meteoric impact, so at least I know something nearby me. We are being invaded by the sheep. They're all outside me. I am being surrounded by these guys. And of course, I have to stay inside because I don't want to scare them. You know how the ewes will kind of be all skittish and whatnot, but I've got a bunch of troughs out here because I found them over here. They were over by me originally, and I had to put troughs down over along the side here, make a little dirt path and whatnot across the river around the lake, and so that they can kind of come around and try to coax them over here, and still got a couple more troughs over here, and hopefully get them into the pen. So between a little bit of caving and some bony soil stuff, managed to get a little bit more stuff. One of the things I really like to say, I finally found a metal torch holder, yay! A little bit of aged wood, and we got our sphalerite rock and opaline, and we got our candles. Candles need to make more lanterns, so that's the good part. So we could put that in there, get our clear quartz, and another lantern. So we need a bunch of lanterns and different kinds of lighting and stuff around here so that we can finally get the place lit up a little bit. And I have a great path to make too, so we need to get a whole bunch of different lighting options going on. So I've been trying to sneak around carefully after getting all these trees replanted, of making sure I can get these sheep kind of moved over here and fed, because I need to keep filling the troughs, and then keep getting rid of the troughs that I had behind, and I had to get them out of the garden. But sometimes they run away, sometimes they don't. I don't know. So trying to still kind of keep my distance a bit and hopefully try to get them up and into the pen. But so far they're just not having any of it, so I'm gonna have to move more stuff probably inside here to get them to come in and make sure it's all filled out nicely. And hopefully eventually we'll get them in there pretty soon. So more lanterns being made, because I want to put some of these bronze ones up above, but I wanted to check to see how much clearance I got here. We got some fencing, and it could be nice to put some lighting on. but that's looking a little low there. So I think for this room, we'll just kind of keep it right up in the ceiling. That should be enough. Got our little stone plates finally down here, and that's helped a lot. Get a little bit of extra stuff going on down there. And we can now go caving with the lantern. I want to also get some of my clothing fixed because, oh my gosh, I mean, every clothing bit I find is like almost practically ruined here. So we can combine our fibers. We'll probably need actually more than that. I'd like to get at least 4 sheets. I got a bunch of fibers, but I don't want to like go too crazy with it because I don't know how much I'm going to need quite yet. So 4 linens from 4 of the spools from 4 of the fibers, and everything's ruined, and I'm below the body temperature, so I'm hoping that somehow here we can, I know I'm supposed to be able to click on it. I was hoping combining it or something. Oh, clicking onto the coat. So now it's a lot better and I'm actually getting warmth from it. So let's go ahead and stick stuff in our grid and try to click on it again. There we go. And I probably can click on it twice to get it 100%, but I don't know. I'm not sure how fast these will wear out quite yet. So I'll try for now getting a couple key pieces done here and then maybe fix up a few more a little bit later. And I think probably the shirt would be the best. The amount of warmth you get per piece varies. Like the scarves and stuff are not quite as much. But my body temperature is up more and it's -5, 6. It gets it doesn't get too much colder, but it's cold enough. So we'll go outside into the morning, and that I'm hoping will help me out a lot with going around and trying to get some caving and whatnot done. Got a few of our skeps around, and I wanted to collect these guys, but the goats and stuff have been around, so, or sheep, so I haven't been doing too much of it. And kind of oddly, sometimes when I break these guys, the bees don't do anything. Some of them do in some places and other not, but I like to keep the population pretty large there so that we always have a bit of population going. And got, I think, all of our soil replaced now here. I just kind of need to, I got a couple pieces. I need to refine kind of more grains to be grown because I kind of need a good bit of it to feed the sheep now and to make sure I can get the generations to progress. You can only have a limited amount of animals because we don't want the server to get super laggy. So we need to kind of decide which ones to keep and whatnot. And those rams, they're always like bugging me when I come in here. Yeah, so only to keep coming in here. Got a couple of generation 1s. I think we got a 2. I know we got some of our originals still, so I'll have to try to keep an eye on those guys and call the herd when it gets down. So I'm thinking maybe I might need to expand it actually to make it a little bit nicer looking. So maybe out on this side or that side. And I didn't want to get rid of the tree here, but I might have to because I would really like to get some sort of like secondary greenhouse going over here, kind of about the same size as that one, and maybe put it here or something, or where the tree is. But it would be nice to be able to go right into the greenhouse and into the pasture, so that way we can just go and feed them automatically and I don't have to worry too much and fuss about it. But I did finally get this well, the one pond and teeny pond connected here. So I wanted to start trying to get some sort of bridge kind of thing going and see what I can do here. It's not very big, so I don't think I have too much options. But put a little bit of logs down on each side and get some boards going. and then start raising it up. It'd be kind of nice if I could do an arch, but I'm kind of afraid it's not quite long enough. I'm sliding all over the ice here. Doesn't help very well. Yeah, it's looking like we got like 3 spaces in between, so probably would not look quite right if I try to make the bridge go up more, unless maybe I do a little chiseling or something, which is always an option. Now that I finally got some of the tins and bismuth and all that stuff, I can finally make a little more chisels. And I have a lot of fencing left, so I wanted to see what this looked like on here. But it does sit in the middle of the blocks, so if I don't chisel the bridge, maybe I can work on some sort of railing here, because I don't like the gap kind of thing. We'll figure that out. And we'll get more of our pathing done. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.